Esther's Reboot Challenge, Day 24, page 109. Gee, this is getting too complicated, I would say. Just don't travel overseas. Just travel to Jeju Island. Why bother to travel to other countries when Korea is the safest of all? We talked about it for a while, but in the end, our conclusions were Jeju Island and safety. With the coronavirus outbreak, safety is the most important prerequisite for anything you do. People shouldn't even attempt to do anything unless the concern over contagion is resolved. These days, people are doubtful about going anywhere. They ask, "Is that place okay? Are you sure it's safe there?" This is the kind of question that nobody even thought about until just a year ago. In the past, everyone asked questions like, "Is it cheap there? Is the food delicious there? Is that movie good? Is it fun? Is the service good? Does it have a good view?" But now, no matter how cheap or how much you get for the money you pay, nobody even bothers to go anywhere unless it's safe. It is because safety has become the criterion or consumption and the most important prerequisite. If you own a business and you cannot say confidently that your business ensures safety, you might as well just close down now. Since the coronavirus pandemic, human desires all depend on one issue: safety from the virus. Safety consciousness saved Korea. When the crisis hit, Korea's response to the pandemic, commonly referred to as Cape Quarantine, became a role model around the world. Korea made virus diagnostic kits are in such high demand that manufacturers cannot keep up. Then Korea implemented the world's first drive-through test checkpoints. It takes only 10 minutes to get tested for coronavirus with the drive-through system, which allows people to get tested without having to get out of their cars, as they would when ordering from Starbucks and McDonald's. The biggest benefit of this system is that it doesn't require disinfectant procedures before taking the test, which minimizes both the contact between drivers and medical staff and the time between tests. Sam Kim, a Bloomberg News reporter, commented that this system proved that Korea is among the world's most innovative countries. More than anything, the biggest asset that Korea has gained from this experience is national credibility. Korea succeeded in containing the spread of coronavirus without going to a lockdown. And not only that, the trust between the government and the Korean people has made a big impression on people in other countries. Bill Gates showed a keen interest in Korea's preventative measures against the pandemic. He couldn't praise the country enough, and his foundation contributed $4.83 million to Korea Telecom's research on predictive model for infectious diseases. This is just one example of what the asset of trust can do. Suppose the United States has to import a product from other country. From which country do you think the United States will inform that product? A country that has shady data on infectious diseases. No proper diagnostic measures and no transparency, or would the United States import it from a country that is transparent and reliable? Recently, I saw a public service advertisement on CNN. In the ad, a man goes grocery shopping at a supermarket and brings the bags home. He wears plastic gloves even after washing his hands. He then wipes up disinfectant wet tissues the packages of all the products he bought, including shampoo, tissues, and cereal. He even goes on to wipe and clean the table while he plays the grocery bags. The ad ends with this line, "Stay safe." Most of products sold in the United States are imported. Of course, as time goes by, the anxiety over the coronavirus will subside. But people will remain conscious of safety issues, and countries will want to trade with safe countries that have proven records of transparency and reliability. Even as of now, many countries are hesitating to open their doors to foreign visitors, mainly because there is no guarantee of safety. Even countries will campaign to let other countries know how safe it is, and other countries will try to verify how safe a certain country is before doing any business with that country. In that regard, having been acknowledged as a country that succeeded in preventing the spread of the virus, Korea has given other countries around the world the impression that it is a safe country. That means that Korea has acquired a highly value-added label that reads safety. On the other hand, Europe, the United States, Japan, and many other countries that we believed were advanced countries are struggling futilely with the coronavirus. There were countries that were unable to get even an accurate number of confirmed cases due to the delay in large-scale testing, and there were countries that nearly panicked because they couldn't get hold of enough test kits. In many parts of the world, hospitals were not equipped to accommodate the waves of confirmed patients rushing in, and many patients were neglected. The fever of panic buying resulted in many products running out, and governments and people clashed in psychological warfare over the mandatory use of masks. In the end, the United States and European countries enforced the ultimate measure of shutting down. The shutdown brought entire countries to a stop.